Thank you for the collaboration. I have to say that. But haven't we done something wrong? So you saw all the improvements. How is it possible in the industry to come out and do 20%, 50% improvement? Also, if you are working in the manufacturing of cars, planes, whatever, can you do so huge improvement? Can we do that? Or is it something wrong with the education?
Yeah, I don't think we can do that kind of improvement, right? People would just shake their heads if somebody says, oh, we created a car that's 20% more fuel efficient than everything else we have. Or with our tennis shoe, you can run 20% faster. 8 seconds instead of 10 for 100 meters or something. It's not really thinkable. And I was just reflecting, I mean, I'm amazed at the improvements we have heard today. It's a fantastic achievement. But my reflection was also, if somebody from one of these other industries was in the audience, they would say, what's going on here? Why are these improvements possible?
Yeah, because that is also...
And we should maybe think about what are we doing on the education side, exactly.
And that's also, why are you here? Would you be here if you could hear about an improvement on 1.0% or 2%? See, nice weather outside. You should be outside and doing other stuff. So you see that is the impact. You have to be here to see those improvements. But it's really, really important to do that. And that's why I have this presentation here. You introduced me also. I'm the Peter in Norway and Alexander from Peru. So I have the same role there. But now I'm presenting as a professor in digitalization from the Technical University in Norway. That's the largest one, so I don't spend time on presenting it. But that is the key element to see what we have to do with the education. Because I do think that there is something wrong. I know that Alexander is doing a lot of right, and also Peter as well, and I also try to do it, but there is some fundamental thing, and that's why I also see that we maybe have to rethink. So, yeah, I have to introduce my colleagues in this presentation. They're coming up a bit later, but they also will introduce themselves. But you see the point that you are not doing this alone. I do it now together with Erik Langørgen from NCC and also Thomas Iversen. And they also is VDC mentors, so that you see the challenges. You also see that they are also involved in research and also in coming research with sustainability. I put up this presentation as a why do engineering students need VDC and digital competency? Yeah, that's nice for them. Also, I will present a course with 110 students. But I do think, after hearing other presentation and reflecting on it, maybe it's more important for us and the society that we really get young, fresh students with a new mindset. We have to do something. And also, I heard that you have a lot of challenges and you have solved it in a very good way. But what is the main challenge in the society? Is it ice sessions? Yeah. How often do you hear politicians talk about ice sessions? It's very important. The construction industry have to improve. They have to do more ice sessions. Have you heard it? No. They are talking about... Huh? Someone from Netherlands? What is important? What is important today in the society? Starting with S. Sis. No proposal? No, you cannot be on that level. Sustainability. Yes, that's the right word, and we are aligned. And the presentation has also improved with sustainability, but I do think that that is the most important stuff. Sorry, but VDC is just a tool for it. That also means that we have to rethink in a way. So we cannot start to continue the education that we have. We have to rethink because we have to reduce and remove de-learning. They have to have learned something wrong in the way. They have to think that their own discipline is the most important because they agree about it. Which subject is most important? It's mine. Which topic is mine? It's mine. So we have to think about that way. And also that you see that students must be eager to explore, see the new opportunities. There it comes with new way of collaborating with very interesting person, using the new tools. then you can collaborate in a complete different way, and then you also see that you can change, because you get the best experts, not the one that is living in your neighborhood or your town, but all over the world you can collaborate today in an integrated way. And by this, you see that you get innovative solution. And I do think that this is not about ICE session, it's about innovation, both starting in I, but I do think that is the thing to really have focus on that. Of course, ICE session is still important. And also foresee that as a professor is telling you about that, yeah, but he's not working in the real world. You need someone who can have some witness of truth, and there it comes with the industry, that they also have to say that this is important, and this is for useful, and you get competency for it. I hope that Thomas and Erik is ready to, yeah, you can come up now. Because it also to create the motivation. Because I can say that, yes, you have to do this and this, because then you are getting a good grade, yeah. But that's not really motivating to really rethink. You have to show a real case from the industry, and you also have the witness of truth to say the personal story, why this is important. So by this, I hand over to the next presentation. And that is how we collaborate with the industry to get this motivation for the student and awareness of the possibilities.
What an introduction. Thank you. My name is Thomas Iversen. I work as a lead specialist VDC in NCC. And I will just head over to our company and why we try and how we try and why we try to implement VDC in our organization. So we are a Nordic company, about 12,500 employees, and we have an impact on different parts of the both construction and the infrastructure part. And we also do some development when it comes to properties. So when Eilif asked me to join up and be a part of the integrated part where we can join up and be in companionship together with NTNU and support the students, I thought, oh no, I have enough to do. But then again, I'm really glad that he did, because we also learn a lot about the students and the need they have to understand what is actually going on in the industry. And so when they come out from school or university, they will be, as you said, change agents coming into new industries wherever they come, and they will know already then how to work and deal with the VDC framework. And what I have done is when I got an invitation and done a few times together with Eilif, it's about talking about how to implement the framework into different projects, and where do you start, how do you identify the client objectives, and why is it so important that we make sure that everybody's on the same team, and how do we manage and make sure that everybody is on the same team. So we start off and showing them the importance of have a kickoff, establish the culture, maintain the culture, and have a shared understanding of what is the success criteria for the finished building and success criteria for the project team to make sure that we have the best collaborative environment. So then again, we deep dive into different portions of the VDC framework, and then we show them also how you can use the digital tools. And then, so that's kind of a short version of what we have done together with the students. So hopefully this is a base for kind of building the bridge between the students and the industry. And Erik, he will show a bit more how we are collaborating with NTNU.
Thank you. My name is Erik Langørgen, and I'm a design manager in this project in Trondheim that Eilif asked me to tell you about. Our collaboration with NTNU is that we have project presentations. We invite the students down to the site. That's just downside the campus. We are coming to the campus, tell them about the project, and we invite them to see the site. And we have had, in one day, we had 80 students in the construction site. It was quite a big work to organize it. Bridging the Gap is an initiative from Eilif and his co-workers to look into the facility management and how we can bridge the gap between the digital twin and look into that. So that's something we are working with. Together with the other entrepreneurs, we have made project assignments that we are working with, and NCC, Veidekke, and Skanska, more entrepreneurs, are making these assignments for the students that they are working with. We have bachelor and master degrees, and we have internships like KR program, that's recruiting programs that we are working with the students. For my project, that's Teknostal, that's an office building, approximately 50,000 square meters. I have present our VDC implementation for our project for the students, and I have gone through my implementation, my project, and how we are working with VDC. So that's my work with Eilif and NTNU.
Yes. Thanks for it. You come back. I'm taking now the subject that I am educating, not teaching, and as you see from the picture, it's about collaboration, it's about a building, and it's also making it buildable. And the focus is also in sustainability, so that is the core element. There are skilled students, bachelor students, second year, but they are not used to foresee work with problems. Finding their own problems, they are very good in answering, but not coming up. So I see that they need to rethink their way of thinking and also get some practical experience, and that you can only do by working in a project. When it comes to the project assignment, that is maybe the key element, because as you see here, show that you have competency to design and develop constructability or buildability and sustainability, and not design a building that is very detailed and so on. And that is see that we are developing high performance professionals as the objective for it. And that's a different approach than they are going into detail and more detail about the product. They have to show that they are working in a smart way. And that's also very important for the student, that you don't have to work much if you can work smart. It's also to do with this problem understanding that we are very eager on, because they can or they must define their own problem. And that is defined very challenging in the beginning. Also, why couldn't you, they say that why can you get more clear project to work on? No, you have to define it. It's a building, and you should show that it includes criteria for sustainability and buildability. And you should show that you are using the best tools, methods, where VDC framework and digitalization comes in. So that is challenging to see, but that also is a type of competency that you can reuse in all projects, not only the tasks that you have done. Now I am showing some of the work that the students have done using the VDC framework and digital tools. I take that rather swiftly. And I also have a video that is coming up. There is sound for 17 seconds, and then I will explain more the Norwegian text. those of you who could Norwegian, they saw that they were starting with the client objectives, and to have that in mind, and also to use with the best tools, show that they're using, and also with circularity. Here they're showing in a project that they define the building, and also have to show that they can produce something, so visualization is part of it. They also foresee use tools, and also have some numbers on what is the contribution for it. So it's not that, yes, we are doing something green, and also that they're seeing it at a wider scale, not only foresee the building itself, but the production of it. So it's a more holistic approach for it. And also that they are foresee ending up in what they are offering, because their project team is organized as a company. We call them company, and they have a company name, as you see here. So it's not group number, it's company names. This was not necessary to translate. You saw the 3 letters, or times 2. And also that it has to create a future. And this was for the company called Green Texture. Yes. Now I continue with my presentation. You see that they are using the VDC framework to put all the elements into a context. So that is important. I don't teach them very detailed everything. I'm more motivating them to explore, to use the methods, and also give arguments for why have you done it. Not only that you should fill in the form, because that's a different approach. They also have to show some metrics, and also foresee about their own projects, about character or grade. It's part of it, because they are producing competency as their product. They also have to understand that they are not working alone. That's very, very important, and that's why also using process map, and they are focused on digitalization, so it's business process modeling that I am teaching them. And also they have to be aware of what they are doing, so they are focusing on root causes, and also the VDC on ICE sessions. So that was part of it. You see also part of the learning environment, having screens and also computers. And also using other tools like Hjelseth and other to visualize, and also to do some scheduling to have plan of it. So it's not about just doing something and call it green, and also back to metrics that you should have numbers. Because they are working with digital tools, then you have numbers, facts all the way. And also some creative design. Someone has discovered that it's very windy in Norway, and then they can discover some house and design it that way, and also have a collaboration with new innovative software companies starting up actually in Stavanger. And also to do some engineering visualization. An architect would say that that could be better, but for an architect, it's done, and they can do it very easily because they have the tools, they have the BIM model. Scheduling and everything, so they have control of it, also part of it. So we see that they are exploring a lot of digital tools and putting it into a VDC context to get the process. And also that they are working together. We are using Teams as the learning environment, not the old-fashioned blackboard that we have that is not developed for dialogue. And we also have some professional assessment of how they collaborate with each other by using of the interaction performance group relationship. That's also a model that we're using in professional companies. And also, as you have seen from the previous presentation, exploring a lot of software. We give them a course, or they give access to a course, self-study course in Revit and Solibri, but all of it, as you see, it's self-study. They are working in a team together. They can help each other. It's a lot of things. So we do not have an instructor seeing that this is the level. So that's also a very important element. Explores a lot of software. And also to really make that happen, because, as I say, I'm also occupied with the VDC educational ship with the industry. I don't have time to do teaching in software. So I developed a textbook together with a colleague where we also combine use of software and process together among learning the Norwegian professional names on different building objects. So they are not calling it a slab, but they're calling it dekke, because that's what we call it in Norway. So that's also part of it. And so see, now I do think that we can go into the last slide, and also this is the understanding of virtual design and construction, where virtual and is the important word. And to show it, how we are doing it, this is the way we are doing it. You have to collaborate closely. So, yeah.